algarveaddicts.com. So if you've ever flown into Lisbon, you'll see something similar to this. If you have a window seat, obviously, flying in from the southwest over the Pont Vincent de Bril, which is the Golden Gate looking bridge, and then coming right into land almost in the middle of Lisbon in the airport. Just so you know where Lisbon is, it's in the center of Portugal, basically halfway up and halfway down. It's about 3 hours flight time from Frankfurt, 2 hours 55 minutes from Amsterdam, 2 hours 45 minutes from London, 2 hours 35 minutes from Paris, 2 hours 45 minutes from Zurich, 3 hours from Rome. So you get the picture. Pretty central. Really is pretty central. It's easy to get to, tons of connections, and that's why Lisbon is becoming really popular. Lisbon is a large, complex European city, and the easiest way to get a basic understanding of it is to look at the geography of Lisbon. This can be immensely confusing as the administrative divisions have changed a few times, firstly after the revolution in 1974 and also when joining the EU. There is the Lisbon district, Greater Lisbon area, and the Lisbon metropolitan area. Let's just call it Greater Lisbon for simplicity, and this is where 2.8 million people live. This includes 18 municipalities, many of which are north of the river in orange, including Sintra, Cascais, Lisbon, Mafra, Oeiras and more, and some are south of the river in red, including Almada, Setúbal, Barreiro, etc. You can see all of the lists in detail on my blog post about Lisbon, so algarveaddicts.com/Lisbon. Now, the Lisbon municipality is one of the 18 within the Greater Lisbon area, is Lisbon city proper, or LX. Now, LX, you'll see LX all around. LX, basically that's, the LX factory. And if you're wondering why Lisbon is referred to as LX by some of the locals, it's because of an old spelling of Lisbon called Lisboa, Lixboa, and that's where it stems from back in the day. So it's just more of a sort of a folksy thing. So 550,000 people live in Lisbon proper, and that is more than the entire population of the Algarve. Isn't that incredible? If you want to figure out where to live in Lisbon, you need to know the lay of the land. A part of this is understanding the municipalities that exist in Greater Lisbon. Here they are in alphabetical order on the north of the river and then the south. Okay, so we're starting off with Amadora, Cascais, Lisbon, Loures, Mafra, Odivelas, Oeiras, Sintra, Vila Franca de Xira, and then south of the river on the peninsula de Setúbal, Alcochete, Almada, Barreiro, Moita, Montijo, Palmela, Seixal, Sesimbra, and finally Setúbal. Those scenes I've just shown you are all in the Lisbon municipality. Now let's break it down quickly for you. So the municipality, like any municipality or concelho in Portugal, is divided up into freguesias. Now Lisbon now has 24 freguesias. I'll show you them all, but if you'd like the full list, just check out the blog post. I'm acutely aware of not wanting to bore you guys. But the challenge is that Lisboetas, the people who live there, in addition to the freguesia names, they also refer to neighborhoods, some of which are these mysterious areas with no actual borders, just vague areas like Baixa, which means downtown. So don't get overwhelmed. You can come back to this or pore over the blog post to get acquainted with the different areas. Okay, so here are the freguesias of Lisbon, all 24, but they're generally grouped and divided up into the historic centre in purple in the middle, Western Lisbon in yellow, Central Lisbon in orange, Eastern Lisbon in blue, and Northern Lisbon in green. Most of the neighbourhoods that people refer to will be in the purple historic centre. So let's start there. Santa Maria Maior is a freguesia that houses the Baixa, which is downtown, as you can see over here. Alfama on the slopes of the Castelo São Jorge hill. Muraria is the Moorish quarter just behind Alfama, just more towards the northern side of that hill. And then moving towards Misericordia freguesia, we have Chiado and Bairro Alto on the hill just west of Baixa. And then sloping down towards the Cais de Sodré, which is the ferry port. And that has become quite a funky nightlife section of Lisbon. Now, living in any city centre is naturally more expensive, and it becomes cheaper as you move away out into the suburbs. Lisbon follows the rule, and Campo do Ourique, with places like Santos and Lapa in Estrela Freguesia, Santo Antonio and Avenidas Novas, are all fairly expensive places to live. The more affordable or slightly more affordable areas like Belém, Ajuda in the west, and Benfica, etc., a little bit further north, and lots of other places are further away. Parque de Nações was built in 1998 for the Expo, and although it's further away, has maintained home prices and has become a pretty up-and-coming place to live, with waterfront apartments and great access to the city via metro and train lines. And all over the place, more and more development is happening at quite an alarming rate. So Lisbon is definitely growing. All right, well, apologies if there was a bit of a mappy, sort of very clinical look at Lisbon. There are so many more videos that I can potentially make about Lisbon. I mean, think about this, 24 freguesias in there. So I could actually make one about every single freguesia and each neighborhood as well. I could do a video about the history, but I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know that I'm traveling a lot in the next few months, so expect something exciting. So I just want to thank you so much. It's been a bit difficult the last couple of weeks. I've been down with COVID for a week or so and just recovering. And I can't wait to get back on the water, going back paddling and things like that. But yeah, keep in touch and look forward to another exciting video next week. Thanks for watching.
AlgarveAddicts.com